Hello. I want to talk about the consciousness difference between people born in the 80s and 90s, or even before, or people born in older generations in general. I think that people that are born in the late 90s, the social consciousness of people did develop, where participation was more of an encouragement for people inside, for kids in society, for kids. And so there are similarities, there are a lot of similarities, but there are a lot of differences between people that are born in the late 90s and late 80s, or early 80s, early 90s as well. The thing is that the social consciousness and the social structure has changed over that time. So essentially people prioritize different things, and because people prioritize different things, what people see that are born in the 1980s, people that are born in the 90s don't see. But it doesn't mean that people that are born in the late 90s are ignorant and are unconscious. They're actually more conscious because they're not in their realm where they see certain things in society that is right now is invisible, but they're still focusing on that part of society because it was something that was part of social programming for them. And people born in the late 90s, certain things were not part of the social programming anymore, so they don't focus on that, and they see the outside the context of that, and so they're more conscious in that way. But there are actually YouTubers who tend to think that people who were born in the 80s actually were more conscious, or more like they're more inclusive, and stuff like that. There's more inclusion, and I don't really think so. I don't think that was the case. I think that many things were different, and I don't think it was better or anything like that for them. So yeah. So basically, I feel like I can say, as a person that's Generation Z or Millennial generation, I don't have to look at society through a specific lens or through a specific way of thinking or filter. I can look at society outside that filter, or outside the context, outside the way of thinking of society. And so that's why I'm a benefit, because that's why I can change society, because I don't have to see something through that way. And that's why I call Generation Z the positive infection generation, as well as the millennial generation, because they're so good at seeing things outside these cultural lenses that they're really brilliant innovators in that regards, because of that reason. Because they don't have to look at society through a specific structure or standard, and they can look at these things in a different way, so they're more socially conscious in that way. I think that they will become the innovators of society in the alpha generation. They'll innovate even more than before. Yeah.